Hey guys, it's John from Album Review TV, your home for music news and reviews. Today I'm reviewing the debut EP by the band Youngblood Hawke. They mix indie with pop and alternative, and right now they have the free single of the week on iTunes. It's called We Come Running, so you should definitely pick that up for free. I'm going to put a link to that in the description. But Youngblood Hawke has been around since late 2010. This is the first actual studio material we've gotten from the band. Their EP is only $2.97 on iTunes. I know this sounds like a total plug, but they're not paying me to do this or anything. I just really enjoyed it, and I want to relay that to you guys. But they were formed in late 2010 when the two founding members, Simon Katz and Sam Martin, got together after their last band dissolved, and they wanted a new creative outlet for their musical ideas. They added a few new members such as Alice and Nick and Tasso, rounded out the five-piece band, got it all together in the studio and pulled together this EP. The band is currently signed to the record label Universal Republic, and I feel like that record label and some other major labels are signing artists like this, indie artists, because of the recent successes of bands like Fun, of Monsters and Men, and even Gautier. And they've really had crossover success with some of their songs and album sales, so I feel like maybe I'm having more hope for the musical choices and preferences of Americans. Anyways, back to the band and their sound. Like I said, indie, pop, and alternative is how I would describe it, really. Sometimes I feel like I could compare them to Group Love, especially on tracks like Forever, except Group Love, but more electronic, more synths and mixed with the guitars, and it sounds awesome, and they sound really big, and at times they just sound huge, especially on songs like We Come Running. That song is a perfect end of summer anthem. This whole EP is a perfect end of summer thing to listen to, really. For me, the two biggest standout tracks on the album are We Come Running and Forever. Like I said, We Come Running is a huge song, but it starts off modestly enough with some chanted vocals that lead into the first verse, but once the chorus hits, it just explodes, and you know it. You know it's the chorus. Powerful lyrics, I feel like it's just an anthem for summertime and for youth in general, just being young and full of life. And it's an amazing song. The chorus is probably one of the most massive I've ever heard, and the way the vocals are presented, with the vocals being infiltrated with the backing vocals as well, and being mixed together over these synths and guitars, it just sounds something like I've never heard before, really, and something incredible that I'm so glad that iTunes is pushing for once, and they've got it on the front page. Their EP is at like number 30 last time I checked on the charts, and that's awesome for a band that's never put out any material before on iTunes. The song slows down around the 2.5 minute mark, and eventually gets stripped down to just an acoustic guitar and a synth, and the chanted vocals start coming back in until it just explodes again back into that powerful chorus. Okay, see if it's just me or if you feel this too. When you're listening to the song, picture yourself and your friends running up a mountain, getting to the top, the pinnacle, the peak, getting there, looking out at the world, and just feeling alive. That's what I feel when I listen to this song, really, and I feel like it's almost impossible to feel sad or down when you're listening to this song. This is feel-good music. Forever was my other standout track that I mentioned, and this one is more in the veins of Group Love. I feel like it's more of an indie rock track, and it benefits from being really catchy. So does the whole EP, as a matter of fact, and for my favorites, I'm not going to leave anything out. I'm going to say the whole EP, but if I had to pick a least favorite, which I don't really want to, but I guess I would go with the final track on the album, which is called Rootless. It's not quite on par with the other tracks on the album, but I still actually really like the song, believe it or not. And overall, my only complaint is that I wish there were some more guitars and mixed in with the synths, and they were a little bit louder. But really, that's the only thing I have to say about this one in a negative manner. Overall, I'm going to give it a 4.7 out of 5. And I've actually talked to these guys on Twitter and Facebook from my album review accounts, so that was really cool of the band to reply to me and talk to me. And anyways, these guys are really cool, so like I said, the link to that free single of the week, while it's still available, you should go get that in the description. And until next time, guys, there's going to be a lot of reviews coming, so stay tuned. September is going to be a huge month for music.